In high-risk environments, the traditional approach to self-defense can be your greatest liability. Tactical disengagement is a science, a disciplined methodology that prioritizes safety, legal protection, and mission success over mutual combat. When physical confrontation is unavoidable, winning means getting home safe, not proving dominance. This presentation introduces the principles behind strategic disengagement and why it is the only rational choice for modern first responders. Every professional who operates in a volatile environment needs to understand: engagement is a last resort. Disengagement is the mission. Standard self-defense training was never designed for the realities of public safety work. First responders, law enforcement, EMS, healthcare, fire and rescue face a unique spectrum of threats that conventional combat training fails to address. Consider the risk dashboard. Injury risk, liability risk, and operational stress all spike the moment physical engagement begins. Whether facing a panicked patient, an intoxicated crowd, or an unpredictable street encounter, the variables are too complex for a fight-based response. The need is not for better fighters. The need is for a smarter system, one built around control, de-escalation, and tactical exit. Traditional martial arts and combat sports are built on a fundamental principle: engage and defeat your opponent. But in public safety, that principle is inverted. Conventional training rewards aggression, scores points for strikes, and measures success by submission. Real-world public safety success is measured by the absence of harm to yourself, to the subject, and to bystanders. The training gap is dangerous. When professionals trained in mutual combat face real-world chaos, they default to what they practiced, and what they practiced may get them hurt, sued, or worse. The Fraser Method was developed specifically to bridge this gap. It is a comprehensive system for adults, and yes, it scales from age 45 to 85 and beyond, combining the precision of martial science with functional fitness. The core principles are leverage over strength, situational awareness over reaction, and safe disengagement over engagement. This is not about physical dominance. It is about intelligent, efficient, legally defensible self-protection. The Fraser Method does not ask you to be stronger or faster. It asks you to be smarter. Grandmaster Fraser brings decades of elite-level experience to the development of this system. His foundational martial sciences draw from disciplines refined over centuries, combined with real-world application in high-stakes environments. His coaching expertise has shaped professionals across law enforcement, security, and healthcare. The result is a system grounded not in sport or tradition alone, but in the hard realities of modern public safety. Grandmaster Fraser's methodology is the product of a lifetime dedicated to understanding how the human body moves, how conflict unfolds, and how trained professionals can protect themselves and others without unnecessary force. Side by side, the differences are undeniable. Traditional combat approaches prioritize winning the fight. The Fraser Method prioritizes surviving the encounter, legally, physically, and professionally. Where traditional methods target young, fit practitioners and carry high liability risk, the Fraser Method is designed for broader populations, emphasizes control over damage, and dramatically reduces both physical and legal exposure. This is the paradigm shift, not a different style of fighting, a fundamentally different philosophy of safety. Before contact is ever made, the outcome can already be determined. Pre-combat intelligence, built on functional situational awareness, gives you the ability to identify threats before they materialize. In any environment, there are indicators: body language, positioning, crowd dynamics, behavioral anomalies. Learning to read these signals transforms a reactive professional into a proactive one. The goal of pre-combat intelligence is simple: never be surprised. Identify, assess, and reposition before the situation escalates. The safest confrontation is the one that never happens. The monitoring hand is one of the most elegant tools in the Fraser Method. An open hand, positioned at perimeter range, does something remarkable. It communicates non-aggression while establishing a defensive boundary. Contrast this with a combative stance, which signals hostility, escalates tension, and invites a physical response. The monitoring hand is passive in appearance, active in function. It creates space, it buys time, and it positions the practitioner for a safe transition, whether that means de-escalation, disengagement, or a controlled defensive response if necessary. Footwork is the foundation of any effective defensive system. and the swing step is the Fraser Method's answer to biomechanical positioning. Using precise geometric mechanics, the swing step allows the practitioner to gain leverage and balance against an aggressor without direct confrontation. The footwork is designed around angles, not force. By repositioning relative to the aggressor's line of attack, the practitioner gains a structural advantage that does not depend on size or strength. Practiced correctly, the swing step becomes instinctive. Under stress, your body defaults to what it knows. This technique is designed to be that default. Physical control does not require physical dominance. The Fraser Method leverages an understanding of biomechanics, how joints move, where the body's natural levers are, and how to use them to redirect and control without causing unnecessary harm. This approach is critical for professionals who must use force proportionally and defensibly. Controlling a subject through biomechanical leverage reduces injury risk to both parties, minimizes liability exposure, and maintains the professional standard required in high-stakes environments. Control is not about overpowering, it is about precision. Training for real-world defense requires developing timing, coordination, and defensive positioning without the injury risk of full-contact sparring. The Fraser Method uses speed bag rhythm as a core training tool to build these attributes. The speed bag develops eye-hand coordination, rhythmic timing, and the kind of fluid movement that translates directly to defensive positioning in the field. It is demanding, measurable, and scalable to any fitness level. This is training that prepares the body and the nervous system without putting either at risk. The Fraser Method is not theoretical. It is a proven safety system, field-tested and endorsed by professionals across multiple disciplines: first responders, healthcare staff, fire and rescue teams, and event security personnel. Peer endorsement matters in high-stakes professions. When your colleagues, people who face the same threats, the same legal exposure, the same operational demands, validate a system, that is the highest form of proof. This system works, and the professionals who rely on it every day are proof. The ecosystem of survival is the Fraser Method's 5-stage sequential framework, from threat recognition to safe disengagement. Each stage builds on the last, creating a coherent, trainable system for navigating conflict. Stage 1, awareness. Stage 2, positioning. Stage 3, perimeter control. Stage 4, biomechanical response. Stage 5, disengagement. Together, these 5 techniques create a complete survival architecture, practical, repeatable, and defensible under scrutiny. This is not a collection of techniques, it is a system. Outdated protocols are not just ineffective, they are dangerous. When first responders operate under training frameworks that were not designed for their environment, the results can be catastrophic. Injuries, lawsuits, loss of life, and career-ending incidents. The Fraser Method offers a direct contrast. It was built for the environments where first responders actually work, not for the dojo, not for the ring, but for the street, the clinic, the crowd, and the crisis. Updating your protocols is not optional, it is a professional responsibility. The Fraser Method is available for individuals and agencies. Whether you are a solo practitioner looking to upgrade your personal safety skills, or an agency seeking a comprehensive training solution for your team, the system is scalable, certifiable, and designed for real-world deployment. Do not wait for a critical incident to reveal the gaps in your current training. The time to build a safer, smarter, more legally defensible safety system is now. Contact us today to learn how the Fraser Method can transform your team's approach to tactical disengagement.